Okay, so just before we get started with this podcast, first of all, I want to just apologize for the lawnmower noise in the background. If you can hear it, I'm so sorry. And then second of all, today we're having a guest on the podcast. She's actually at school right now, but she'll be home in like 15 minutes. Bella, my sister, in case you don't know her. If you do know her, then you're just like, oh, why are you introducing her? Because, listen, I hope other people listen to this podcast other than people who know me in real life, but they probably don't. So anyway, yeah, our voices sound very similar. So if you get confused, which you probably will, yeah, and it might be a little bit, it's not going to be awkward, but it's going to be very much like what our real life conversations are like, because I didn't prepare her at all for how the podcast works or whatever. So we're just going to go for it, and I'll just edit as much as I can. But yeah, so this is me and Bella talking about life at boarding school and reading some really bad relationship advice. Okay, that's me. Okay, wait. And then if I mute this. Oh, stop. Okay. Hello? Okay, that's working.
It only... Wait, why is the line so skinny? Why does it not look like it's recording unless I'm really loud?
I'm gonna turn this up. So you think I'm skinny?
Is that what wait, why is it called gain?
Because you gain weight.
I don't think that's true.
No, it's not. It's because it's the
gains
volume.
weight.
I swear, if this is too loud,
It's gonna be too
it's
loud.
gonna be too loud. Wait, why isn't it showing up there?
Is it supposed... Oh.
No, it usually is. It usually is. But it's showing right here.
No, you don't... I don't think being louder is gonna help.
I don't know. Okay, we're leaving it.
Is that... Are you sure it's not too loud? Maybe we should check.
Hot topic, more like pod topic. Okay. Hi, guys. I already did an intro, but this is Bella. Say hi, Bella.
Hi. I feel like I missed something. I missed the intro.
You were supposed to say hi, Bella.
Oh, hi, Bella.
So, we're just gonna talk about whatever today. I have RVAT written down, but we can't really spill that much because Bella's going back there. So.
And I don't want people to hear it and be like,
But, okay, so let's just start with, what do you think is the biggest event that happened to you at RVA?
Biggest event. Probably when my roommate looked the same person as me and wouldn't tell me about it for a long time. But, like, by the time she told me, I didn't care. And we both identified that he liked someone else.
That's so embarrassing, though. I feel that, though.
It was rough, though.
Yeah.
Because we were both kind of like, well, at least he doesn't like either of us.
That's really funny, though. Yeah, I think for me, it was probably either me liking the same guy for 2 years straight and him not noticing me at all. I'm sorry if you're listening to this, Christian. But yeah, probably that was probably the biggest deal, especially because he asked me to banquet the first year. Banquet is like prom for those of you who don't go to RVA. But yeah, he asked me to banquet junior year, and then I asked him to banquet senior year, and he still didn't know that I liked him, and it was so embarrassing. And there was this point at which I thought someone told him.
That's funny.
Because he acted weird around me for a little while, and then he stopped acting weird around me, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess he doesn't know. I wish he would have known. I wouldn't have wasted 2 years on him. Yeah, okay.
So learn your lessons, folks. Just tell them.
Yeah, it's really not that bad. I mean,
don't actually ask me because I actually haven't done that, so.
Speaking as someone who told the person that they liked, at least most recently, that I liked him, literally 3 days after we met each other, and then he told me he liked me back, so, yeah, I will get into the details of that relationship later. For those of you who know him, you guys are already, like, ready to throw hands. I know that, but...
Yeah,
that. Okay. Pod topics. Okay. Okay. I think I kind of did these, like, back and forth, me and you.
Oh, okay.
I don't think some of it is just random things that I remembered and made me laugh. So, okay, so the first thing is, I'm going into the details because my best friend, shout out Talia, I told her I would tell this story on the pod, and so I'm going to. So basically, my sophomore year, I was super depressed. So Bella's like, don't say that.
Don't be laughing.
But so basically, I was like super depressed, but I was gonna sing "Waving Through a Window" from June Hanson. Bella, don't look at me like that. But so I was gonna sing "Waving Through a Window" at talent show. So I tried out, failed miserably because, ironically, I was too nervous to sing a song for a musical about a kid with anxiety. But no, I was literally shaking. And then I messed up. I missed my cue. Almost started crying and just ran out. I should have.
It would have fit the song.
And then Talia, like, auditioned, like, a few minutes after me, I think. And I wasn't there when she auditioned because I had homework. And so I just went back to the dorm. But so I went, so I got an email and they were like, hey, sorry, you're not in the talent show. Actually, no, I think I just didn't get an email because I think it was like, we'll email you if you're in it. And I was like, huh, where's my email? And so I was very upset. And so then Bella, what are you doing?
I'm just staring at the microphone. Keep talking.
So then the night of the talent show came, and I was already I wasn't doing too hot, let's just say. So the night of the talent show gets there, and Talia goes up on stage, and I'm like, oh, yay, she can do it. And inside, I'm like, I hate you so much. I can't believe you got to do this, and I didn't.
At least she didn't sing the song you were gonna sing.
Yes, thankfully. Because that would have been the end of her. Yeah, no, and I was so mad. Okay, also, I was super...
Little Yetis.
It's a Yeti Pro mic.
I know, but they're so cute.
But anyway, I was so mad, and honestly...
We're doing it wrong. Are we?
No, we're not. We're doing bi-directional for interviews.
But it's not bi-directional.
Shoot!
It's on the other thing. It's on the one-person one.
Oh, no. Oh, well, it says for interviews, though. Here, wait. Let me just turn
no,
it like...
No, it doesn't. The interviews one is clearly the bi-directional one. It's clearly on the...
Okay.
For podcast voiceovers, vocals, and instruments.
Okay,
not interviews on the next page or vocal duets. That's what they look like.
Let me see. Okay, anyway, back to the story. So basically, no, so I was like the worst person ever in 10th grade. Like, I was so, like, this is so mean, Talia. I'm so sorry. But whenever I heard, like, anyone saying, I would be like, wow, they suck. They're awful. Which is funny because I was really bad. And, like...
I cannot attest to this. I was never insulted during that okay. I was never insulted about my singing during that period of time because I didn't sing. So...
Yeah, no, but, like, what... But whenever we, like, which is funny, because, like, now, Talia obviously knows this, but we roast each other for how we sounded back then. But, like, oh my gosh, I was so mad. I literally, like, because Talia performed right before, I almost said halftime. Why? I'm not a sports person. Why did I almost say that? It's intermission.
There we go.
Halftime. I played football.
Definitely been to a football game before. Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
That's us.
Definitely go to a college with a football team.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, but at intermission, I remember I was sitting with her and Kana, her sister, and we, like, went over and we were like, oh my gosh, so proud of you. I'm so glad. And inside I was like, I can't believe I didn't get to sing. I was so mad. Like, so mad.
I don't know how I didn't know about this at the time.
Like, I actually cried.
How did you, like, not tell us about this?
I didn't tell you guys anything at the time.
I know, but how did this, of all things, not come out?
I don't know. Because I didn't want to always just find it funny. So, okay, your turn to spill some tea.
Oh.
You already kind of spilled this tea, though.
Yeah, it's true. Well, basically, so I met this guy in drama. I will not mention any names
Because you're going to see them again.
because I'm going to see them again. And people who know them might be listening. But anyway, I met this guy in drama and I was like, wow, he's like really funny. He's like a cool guy. And so life goes on. First term, I'm like, maybe I should tell him. Nah, I'll tell him next term. Maybe. And then I was like, okay, I think I'll just get over him. Whatever. And so then my roommate / best friend is also kind of acting weird and keeps like hanging out with him. And I'm like, okay, they're just like really good friends because like they already knew each other and stuff. So I'm like, that's fine. They knew each other over vague. This is kind of weird though, but okay. And so one night, she's all upset, and I'm like, is there anything I can do to help? Like, just tell me. And so she just breaks down crying and tells me, and I'm like, I honestly don't care. Like, it's fine. Like, do not worry about it. And then we were both kind of like, you know what? He doesn't like either of us, though. He clearly likes this other girl. And guess what? Now they've told each other that they like each other. So it was a happy ending for all of us.
Clownery.
Yeah, it was clownery.
Okay, I also kind of already went over the whole thing with Banquet and Christian, but yeah, basically, RVA people, you guys feel free to clown me for this because I deserve to be clowned, but, basically, I really liked Christian for, like, a hot minute. Like 2 years, and I remember, like, distinctly telling myself, oh, I think I'm gonna like him now.
Oh my god.
It was in Bible 10. Yeah, and no, I that's when I looked over at him in class, and I was like, oh, I think I could like him. And then on the plane, on the way to Switzerland, when we kept running into them,
that was really funny, because we didn't, like, our family didn't know them at the time.
Yeah, I was the only one who knew them. But yeah, so that was when I was kind of like, oh, okay. Yeah, and then I liked him for 2 years straight. It was very problematic. I cried a lot. He had no idea
At all.
And then yeah, and then I finally told him at like the last time I ever physically saw him in person,
And probably ever will see
him in person, because I'm not planning on going to the West Coast anytime soon. So anyway, yeah, but so that was the last time I saw him, and I told him I liked him. I almost passed out. Which is really funny. And then he said, "Oh, sorry, I just think you're a really good friend." And I said, "Okay, cool, that's fine. Thanks for telling me." And then I went
and cried
until like 2 a.m, and then I fell asleep.
Rough.
Yeah.
You can't have rejection if you don't tell anyone. Just a fact.
Well, you can have rejection if you tell them, as I will get to in my
in your later episode.
No, not in my later episode. In this episode later on, when I'm talking about college.
Oh yes.
Okay.
This
is really funny.
So again, won't mention any names, but I have two really.
If they listen to this,
they're gonna know exactly who it is. But I have these two really close guy friends who have known since, like, I was a lot younger. And so, like, they're both in the same dorm, and they had this roommate.
And it's a roommate?
Yeah, it is.
And they were roommates.
Oh my gosh, they were roommates. And so he, like, would just, like, hang out with them all the time. Like, all the time. And so they were like, he is so annoying. And then you would suddenly notice that this boy was copying the two of them in, like, everything.
It was really funny. They wore the same shorts all on the same day once.
And just to see if they could get away with breaking dress code, which they did. But it was really funny. And so later I found out that apparently this boy liked me, and I think he copied them because they were friends with me. And he also told my crush to stay away from me. Or at least so I've heard.
I forgot about that.
I cannot confirm, but yeah, so I've heard.
The next one is yours too.
Oh, the next one. So
Actually, the next like 3 are yours.
Okay, so I'll just continue with this guy who copies my friends.
Oh yeah.
And so he sat next to me in English class. He actually took one of my closer friends' seats when they were like about to sit down. He sat down there and sat there for like the entire term.
That's awful.
And so since this was before COVID, obviously
same energy as that guy sitting next to me in communications all first semester this year. I'll get into that later.
So obviously, since it wasn't COVID, you could actually breathe. And so with like, and you could smell things, right? And you could smell people next to you. So this poor guy, yeah, I don't know what it was, but he smelled a little bit weird. And I noticed it like all term. And it was really bad. I'm sorry.
Is it the same energy as this?
Yeah, the same guy who, while I was sitting next to him, we were doing like a research paper, and out of nowhere, like we weren't working together or anything. I'm just researching like dogs or whatever.
Yeah, you were I think it was dogs. You were doing types of dogs.
And he just out of nowhere, wine and cheese pairings, just what I was looking for. And I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm looking up cheese, obviously. Yeah, no, that's not obvious, sir.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So, yeah, we can just skip over that one. Yeah. That one's really complicated.
Oh, it really is.
Okay, okay, so, for me, English 12, I think for everyone, English 12.
Including me, and I was not in English 12.
Yeah, everyone got dragged into the English 12 class of 2020 stuff.
For sure.
But yeah, let's see. Okay, so the year started off with me and Stoltzfus sitting next to each other and being chaotic in the back row. We're the only people in the back row. We were in like the very back and we were so chaotic. What are you doing?
I dropped it. I'm sorry.
But yeah, we were really chaotic. Stop making weird faces.
I'm just smelling the peppermint. You're supposed to talk and ignore me.
But so we sat next to each other.
Wait, sorry. What is an area of concern? It says apply to areas of concern. I'm concerned about my nose.
Sunburns.
I'm applying it. Okay, continue. I'm sorry.
You're applying for a job as a nose? You're sending in an application to get a nose?
Either way, I'm applying for a nose. Or I'm applying to the nose, either way.
Stick it up your nose.
Okay. Anyway, sorry, you're supposed to ignore me while you're talking.
Listen, no, you couldn't, you interrupted me. You said, wait. This is what always happens. Okay, but so me and Sol sat next to each other, and we were being wacky and goofy.
Wild.
Yeah, we were having fun. Really not doing anything.
Definitely not doing work.
Definitely not doing work. But no one in that class was. You could literally see everyone playing games on their computers. But yeah, so Stoltz one day got in trouble over something that it initially didn't seem like a big deal. But then it became a big deal with all of us getting very upset at our teacher for it, and like everyone just being mad. Oh, it was so
everyone
funny.
Heard about that one.
And we signed a little petition. We sent emails.
Wow.
We did a lot of things.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of emails, sorry.
Okay.
I just thought of how the class president of the class of 2022 kept sending the class of 2020.
Yeah, kept sending
class emails.
Yeah, kept sending emails to class of 2020, and they were asking about like banquet servers or something, and we were all like, "Oh, here's our ideas." And we're like, obviously, as seniors, you're not supposed to know the banquet thing, like a banquet theme or anything. And so it became a problem. And it was so funny, though. Oh my gosh. Yeah. But, hey. Okay. Yeah, but so there was the chaos of English 12. Yeah, and that was just a whole disaster.
It really was. It was just a whole year of things like that.
Yeah, it was just
that
things,
just went down.
It was just things going wrong, us being uninformed about a lot of things, which the year before, oh my gosh, we almost like literally caused like a riot because AP English, our teacher forgot to tell us about a mini test, and we were all so angry about it. Oh my gosh. And then he passively aggressively sent an email saying, I just didn't have things like scheduled because I'm just switching from teaching AP Lit to AP Lang. But here's the rest of the due dates for everything for the rest of the term.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
I think I screenshotted that email somewhere. Oh, someone left me a voicemail. You want to listen to it?
Oh no. On the pod. I wonder if it's like, what if it's like the doctor?
Oh well, I'll just cut it out. Thank you, lady. I don't have to go to physical therapy now. Or at least not until next week. This isn't tea. This is just a thing.
It's just a fact. Go ahead.
Nairobi eyes. Oh my gosh, the infestation of Nairobi eyes my sophomore year. They were everywhere. For those of you who don't know what Nairobi eyes are, they're scary little
buggers.
Bug beetle things. They're like
ants. Long, skinny ants.
But they're orange and black.
And if you squish them, they get, like,
acid on you.
Base. But, like, yes.
Listen. It's been a hot minute since I took chemistry.
Everyone knows that fact. Everyone.
I don't know. All I know is it's ouchy.
Okay.
And someone, one of the seniors, actually Lindsay, who goes to Messiah, she got it in her eye once, and it was really bad. And also Liz got one on her face.
Yeah.
Before banquet.
Yeah, not a good thing.
Yeah. So, anyway, that was sophomore year, was the infestation of Nairobi eyes. I mean, they were always around after that, but sophomore year was absolutely the worst. And then senior year, the grasshoppers and the locusts.
It was actually like a nationwide, like, plague. Maybe not actually a plague, but like the swarms. They were everywhere.
The plague of locusts.
So, and I picked one up and it bit me. It like just tried to eat me. Cause like our younger brother Ben, he picks them up all the time, and I'm like,
brings them in the house.
And so I was like, okay, there's one in the bathroom. I'm just gonna pick it up and throw it out the window. But it bit me.
I didn't even know they had like little pinch ears.
Oh, we also picked one up and fed it grass once, me and my friends. And it just was like chomping on the grass.
Yeah, the babies were the worst. Oh my gosh, the ones that came in the dorm. The ones that looked like gnats.
Those were baby locusts. No. Oh my gosh. Our dorm.
They were baby grasshoppers, not baby locusts.
Oh my gosh, they were so bad, and they would swarm around the lights, and so everyone's lights
everyone would turn
off.
off the lights. Me and Allison, my roommate, when the swarms happened, we would shut our light off, leave our door open, and make sure the hallway light was on. And so they would all go out into the hallway, then we would shut our door, stuff something under like the door, and then all turn on the lights again. Yeah. And we also used to catch them in a cup.
And then feed them through like the window.
Yeah, and we would feed them to our spider, because we had a spider. Because I didn't want it. I wanted to get rid of it, but she wouldn't let me kill it, so she just kept it in a glass cup that she got in the kitchen. Okay, so we're gonna do these last three things, and which we already kind of talked about banquet a little bit.
Okay.
And then we'll move on to the quotes section. Okay. Movie night.
So movie night. A movie night really had no big. Okay.
It had no business being like that.
It's true. So, in 9th grade, you're not allowed to date. And so, you gotta do what you can to get the closest to that. And that would be movie night, because you're allowed to ask people to movie night.
It's literally just a night where you go and watch a movie.
On really uncomfortable chairs. Really uncomfortable chairs.
Yeah, and your butt is numb, and you're just trying to sit there, and there's like no armrest or anything, so you're trying not to lean on them. You're not trying not to touch them unless it's your friend, and then you're like, hey, move over. But yeah, and you're just trying to like sit there and just vibe, but the chairs are so uncomfortable.
And you're watching a clear played movie that has like
all the swearing and all the bad stuff cut out.
even semi bad stuff. The stuff that you wouldn't even recognize as
The
bad.
Lego movie is clear played.
Ratatouille is clear played.
That is so sad.
We watched it in our dorm and it was clear played. And we're like full on high schoolers watching clear played Ratatouille.
Yeah, I don't understand why they don't have like non-clear play movie, like G-rated movies for high school. Like that seems dumb.
I think they have some, but I feel like Ratatouille wasn't in that.
Which
or
is
something.
sad.
I don't know.
Maybe they just got it from the Titchy library.
Oh yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, so I only got asked once, and it was by my crush just because my friend kind of told him to ask me. It was kind of like, hey,
that's why I got asked to banquet.
It was like, hey, you did this for me, so go ask Belle at a movie night. And so I was like, okay.
That's really
It was very funny.
Yeah, no, I remember. And he asked me before he asked you. It was very funny.
Yeah, because I had told my friend to make sure that he knew that he had to ask Zippy or Luke.
Yeah. And then I got asked once by just like a friend. And that was fine. We ate a ton of gummy bears. And yeah, it was chill. And then
You really just go for the snacks.
because you really do go for the snacks because
the
it's
freshman
American
class.
candy.
Yeah, the freshman class will acquire candy from the various places and sell it. And so you can
The
get
juice. Oh my gosh, the juice, the tropical juice, the mango juice.
I don't know. I was in charge of inventory, and I don't even know what we were selling. So
The juice.
sure, we apparently sold juice.
Yes,
Little
and
did
I
I
would-
know.
And if there was a senior store that day, I would get
Oh, a senior store.
I would get Crest in the morning and I would get juice at night.
And nothing in between.
Because I was working. Oh my gosh, senior store pizza.
Senior store just period.
Period. Senior store pizza. Oh my gosh. It like knowing how we made it, knowing how crusty we were when we were making it. Oh my gosh.
Doesn't make it
I
any less
wouldn't-
good.
Yeah. But you know what? It's okay because it was good. It was good. It was very crusty. You know, I remember working cleanup during the senior store. For those of you who don't know, senior store is like seniors cooking food.
And selling
selling
it to everyone, and
everyone.
it's delicious because then we don't have to go to CAFA.
Yeah. So, yeah. But so, I worked the cleanup shift, so I would just clean up. Like, we would wash all the dishes. Oh my gosh, I remember how bad it smelled in there. Ooh, and how I would always try to avoid dishes that had meat in them. And I would always be like, hey, someone else can come do this. Or I would just be like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and like leave it there, and then like Joseph, our manager, would like clean it up. But yeah, I remember one time during cleanup, the pizza people brought the mixing bowl from the dough, which it's a huge bowl because it's like making enough dough for like 12 full rectangular pizzas.
Those pizzas are really
14
big.
actually, 14 pizzas. Yeah, but so I remember like getting the bowl and being like, there's still dough in the bottom, and eating it.
That's crusty.
There are some worse things that happen with donuts.
Crusty.
Glaze. That glaze, let me tell you, the entire time that we did senior store, we at least had some of the same glaze each time.
It's like peas porridge hot.
Yes, it's like it's like you know that soup that they make, like it's some kind of, I think it's Chinese or something. It's somewhere in Southeastern Asia. Basically,
You have to save some of it.
The broth has been like at least part of the broth has existed for like over 100 years.
Peas porridge.
Yeah, exactly.
That's gross.
Yeah, and then we just mix more glaze in with it. It's so gross. Oh my gosh, and we scrape it like off the tables, like where it dripped, and then we put it in the thing. This is what you have to look forward to.
You don't tell me this before I'm a senior. Ooh.
It's okay.
I'm not working donuts.
Glaze is the least bad. You do not want to work frying. There's just oil everywhere.
How about I work dough? I don't know what that means.
It's actually really fun. There's this like rolling pin, and it has like little circles in it, so it rolls out the donuts. It's really cool.
That is genius.
Yeah, it is. Finally, we're gonna move on to
I'm gonna post up.
yeah, we're ready. So basically, I don't even know where to start. Okay, basically, I went to college, and I was like,
I went to college.
I did though. That's
Did
a fact.
you?
But did I? Do. But basically, if I had a soundboard, imagine how powerful I would be with a soundboard.
No.
But anyway, so I went to college, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's so many skater guys here, because there are, because it's college.
I don't know why that was so interesting to her. Because I was like, oh, there's a skater guy in my band class. He's weird. Anyway, and I moved on.
I went to like class. It was a Thursday. Because that was the day that I had.
So specific.
That was the day I had U.S. history.
Well, don't ask me.
So I didn't ask you. Anyway, so I went to U.S. Like our seminar class. So there's only 15 people in the class. But like 5 of them are on Zoom. So there are only like 10 of us in the classroom, and then our professor. But so I went in there, and I sat down, and then this really skinny white kid sits next to me. And we just kind of look at each other. I'm like, oh my gosh. He looks a tiny bit like Evan from Dear Evan Hansen. And yeah, so I'm kind of like, oh my gosh. And then we like start talking a little bit, and I tell him about how my computer is making it, like, I was like, oh my gosh, this was so embarrassing. In like philosophy class, which I had right before US, my computer was making, oh my gosh. My computer was making a ton of noise, and he was like, oh, what kind of computer is it? And I was like, oh my gosh, he's really interested in computers. He kind of reminds me of Jeremy from Be More Chill. And so he's like getting all excited, and he's like, computer. And then I tell him about like the storage on my old computer. I was like, yeah, it's a really weird number. And I told him what I thought it was, which I ended up being wrong. But he was like, oh, that's a really weird number. And then after class, I'm walking with my friend Kayana, and we're just kind of like chilling. We're walking. And then this guy, he just like comes up next to us, and he like, to me, he says, oh my gosh, I can't stop thinking about your computer storage.
And I was like, that is the best pickup line I've ever heard.
I was like, yeah. No, and then we were like, I was like, oh, like, are you going back to the dorm? He was like, yeah, I live in like Noggle, which is like on the other side of campus from my dorm. And I was like, oh, okay, bye. And then later, I like made a group chat with me, Kayana, and him, because we were gonna study together. And so, yeah, and so then I texted him individually outside the group chat, and I was like, hey, do you want to get together and go over our papers that are due next week? And he was like, oh yeah, sure. So I go to the library. Well, actually what happened was, so I was like, oh, do you want me to meet you this afternoon? And he was like, I can meet right now if you want. And I was like, okay, cool. I have like an hour and a half before I have class again. And so we met up, and then read over each other's papers, basically talked the whole time though. I was very excited. I was dressed up bougie, and let me tell you, I wore that dress when he broke up with me. But yeah, and so I looked good. He was like as I was like getting up to go, he was like, oh hey, do you want to meet up tomorrow to like go over our papers again? I was like, yeah, sure. And I was very excited. I was like, oh my gosh, we're gonna talk again. And so then
Meanwhile, I'm at home. All I've heard is, hey, there's this
guy
cute
that reminds
skater guy who
and he
reminds
reminds
me
me
of
of
Jeremy. And I'm like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah, but
okay,
so then-
cool.
Oh yeah, he had also broken his arm. That was why he reminded me of Evan. He broke his arm skating, which is pretty funny. It's a big oof. And
Can't relate.
he showed me exactly where he wiped out, which was really funny. But yeah, so we so then that night we were texting, and he asked me about living in Kenya and stuff. And then I was like, it's really hard to explain over texting. He was like, do you want to call? So we called for an hour. And then my roommate, the whole time, she was just looking at me like, you're still on the phone with him? And I was like, yeah. And so, but so the next day, the thing is, everything happened in like literally a week. And then nothing happened for another like month. And then a month later,
And then it all
everything happened
happened.
again. The next day, I went to go do my paper with him after class. We were there for like 2 hours, most of the time not doing our papers, just talking again. And then we turned in our papers, and I was just kind of messing around on my computer because I didn't have anything to do, and I hadn't brought any of my other homework with me. And then obviously all of his homework's on the computer, so he was just doing stuff, and I was like, okay, I should probably go. Like, I need to get some homework done because I had a class like later that afternoon, and I had dance too. And he was like, oh, okay, here, I'll just go with you. And so we left the library, and we were like walking back. I was like starting to go back towards my dorm, and he was like, hey, we should get lunch together sometime. And I was like, huh? Oh, okay. I was like, oh, yeah, that would be fun. and then he left. We were like, oh, okay, bye. And then I called my mom, and I was like, I think I just got asked out. And then my mom was like, wait, let me put you on speaker.
And we all got to hear the full story.
Yeah, and then I told them everything, and I went to say hi to the chickens, too, on the way back to the dorm. And then I told all the girls in my dance class, and then that night, we were texting each other, and I was like, we were talking about pet peeves, and I was like, one of my pet peeves is when I make something super obvious, and, like, people don't pick up on it. He was like, are you talking about me? And I was like, no, I'm talking about this guy in my communications class who can't take a hint that I don't like him. And he was like, oh, because just so you know, I am really bad at telling when girls like me. And I was like, okay, we're adults. I'm not embarrassed to tell you that I do like you. And he was like, oh, okay, cool, I like you too. But the problem is I don't know what to do about it because I've never dated before. And I was like, neither have I. It's okay, we'll figure it out. We should talk tomorrow. And so then we literally talked to each other every single day that week. And then on Friday we went to eat lunch together. We had mac and cheese. It was very good. And then so we didn't say we were officially dating for another like 2 weeks. No, like a month. It was 3 weeks, because then the week after that was the week that everything went down.
Sure.
Yeah. So it was like 3 weeks. We watched movies together, one movie together specifically. We went on walks and stuff, like almost every day.
I was pretty much uninvolved. I heard about this from afar and was like, okay, I guess. Whatever.
My friends were really savage to him. Not directly to him.
Yeah.
But now they probably will be. And so then like one day after class he came up to me and he was like, hey,
we need to talk.
Yeah, he said,
I don't know.
He said, hey, you want to go on a walk? And I was like, oh, that's nice. He wants me to go on a walk with him.
Oh.
And then he told me a bunch of things that were like really bothering him, and I could just tell he was just kind of stressed out and overwhelmed by everything. So we broke up. But he took a whole week to give me a final decision on if he was breaking up. And during that week, let me tell you, I glowed up. I was shining. I was a little bit stressed, but not as stressed as I could have been. It could have been so much worse.
Okay, it's true.
It could have been so much worse. Oh my gosh. But yeah.
But it was not fun. Not being with her when she was stressed.
Yeah, I was just so upset. I was like, can this man just talk to me? And every time I tried to talk to him, he just avoided me. He literally, oh my gosh.
He
ran. No, I ran. We saw each other in the cafeteria one night right before my dance rehearsal, or dance recital, and I literally ran out of there. I was like, guys, I'm just gonna, because my friends and I were trying to pick up snacks for later that night, and I was like, guys, I'm just gonna go to my recital, and they were like, yeah, go. We'll take care of him. I think that's what Kara said. Yeah. So anyway, okay. Now, the things we've been waiting for. Okay, I'm gonna have to do a little snippity snip action.
I don't know what that means.
Basically I'm gonna have to clip the pod, because I'm trying to find the accounts.
Oh, my knee. Does that mean I can complain about my knee right now?
Yes.
Good. Because
My
I think I heard it.
loneliness
Is killing me.
And
No, it's killing my knee.
Anything that ends with an E. Okay.
Confess.
I
That I
still
still
believe.
Good.
Where are the
Doesn't get better
memes?
than this.
Where are the memes?
What's better than this?
Guys being dudes.
We really both said that in our perfect New Jersey accents.
Wait, let me see. Did I just save it in my saved post? No. I found it. Okay. So this is the point at which the pod will become a VOD. I'm not gonna video record on there. I'm just gonna screen record and then put the screen recording in. Yeah, okay. Let's find life hacks. Also, I found some high heel Crocs. They're platform Crocs, actually.
Platform Crocs. Those would last me a lifetime. Because you know how Crocs wear down?
Yes. Okay.
They really would last me a lifetime. A lifetime of joy and happiness.
So now we're transitioning into a segment where we're going to read some bad life advice quotes. So I am going to give me a minute.
Will not
I need to. Oh my gosh! You need to give me a minute, or I will throw hands.
Then throw hands. I want to see it.
Okay. Let's go.
I wanna see you try to throw hands with me. I would win.
Screen recording. Okay, start recording. Okay. So this one is called Tear Tales. This account.
I don't know what that means.
I don't either. But it says feel my words with an apostrophe in words. Okay, so let's read this first quote. I move on because your heart was a busy road. Let's unpack that.
Okay. So, a busy road. That's like New York traffic. I don't know why New York. I mean, it could be like Boston or something. But like New York traffic.
But it's not I moved on. It's I move on. I'm currently
moving, even though there's a lot of traffic, because I am just walking in between the cars.
Should I send this to my ex? I move on because your heart was a busy road. It was. It's not right now. It's pretty empty right now.
It was. It's just, I don't know what it is now, but that's not what we're addressing here.
A picture of a sad pug. When your mood is not good without any reason. You are definitely missing someone. This poor pug.
With someone capitalized.
Yes. No, and good is
good.
When your mood is not good without any reason. Oh my gosh, reading the Ben Franklin book. Bella read the Ben Franklin book out loud to me and she yelled all the capitalized words. Okay, before. Are you free? Always for you. Now. Are you free? No. Anything important? That's how people drift away. What?
No, not just like...
Oh, it's because there's no quotation marks. It's like someone asking, are you free? And then the other person's like, oh yeah, I'm always free for you. And then afterwards, Are you free? No. Do you have something important to do? Dang. That's how people drift away.
No, I don't think it's do you have something important to do. It's why are you asking? Like, are you asking because you have something important to say? Because if it's not, I don't want to hear it.
This page is so touching. That's what the caption.
I'm feeling it.
Like in 5 seconds. If your mother is the biggest blessing in your life.
Liked in 5
Liked
seconds.
in 5 seconds. I'm gonna unlike it. Because I don't want this on my For You page. Train your mind to be calm in every situation. And there's a person that's burning to
And
death.
also just water.
No, I think that's a bear.
Or maybe it's
That
him
look
in a
like a-
poncho. It's him in a poncho.
I thought it was a bear.
No, he's
No, look at the ear. Look at the ear.
Okay, I get it now. But, like,
This page is so touching.
I don't get that one.
They post the most loving and touching posts that you can't find on any other pages. I can't resist my feelings after seeing their posts. Hurt, pain, and cry. Many people think love is full of joy, smile, romance. But the actual truth is, love is full of hurt, pain, and cry.
Hurt, pain, and just cry. Not crying,
crying,
just cry.
Time will show you who deserves your heart. There's a cut-off hand in the clouds.
What? Oh. Okay, it's just a really badly photoshopped hand.
Hey, idiot. I'm sending this to him. Hey, idiot. Don't you dare to leave me. I'm totally incompetent without you. You're
Wow.
an idiot, and then you're like,
And then
but
you're
I'm
like,
the dumb one.
I'm incompetent.
But I'm dumb.
So you need to say, please help me.
To all the boys, never leave the girl who shares everything with you, even about her periods.
Wow.
And then there's a picture of a guy grabbing a girl's arm, and she looks absolutely terrified. Brain, you need to move on. Heart, but what if they change?
I don't know what that picture
The
is.
on and off. It's the on-off switch.
Well, too bad you don't have that. My future.
With a heart leaf.
I wish. The person I love today will be my future somebody. No, it's got these really weird lines. Why is it like that?
I don't know. Million games to play online, but playing with my feelings is always on your top list. Dang!
That was a good one.
If you are sad, depressed, or want to move on after a breakup, then must follow the account mentioned below.
You must.
Okay, let's look at this page for a minute. You don't have a soul. You are a soul. You have a bite. This man just copied C.S. Lewis's quote. Just wrote it down and said it was his. Sith771. Hey.
I don't think C.S. Lewis added you like that.
Hey, shout out Sith771. Everyone report him. He is
Plagiarizing.
This is plagiarism. And you dropped, lost, when something broke and let you from a dream. He stole from Emily Dickinson, too.
Maybe he just goes and steals people's quotes.
Yeah, he definitely does.
Rude.
Okay, anyway, back to the tear tales. Bitter truth. One day your bestie will also start ignoring you. Dang.
Wow, you say that as if you know my bestie. My bestie is cooler than yours, I guess. My bestie ain't gonna
My
just
bestie could
leave
beat
me
up
like
your
that.
bestie.
Yeah. Just like how my dad could
Okay,
beat up
so
your
this
dad.
this picture, changed. A person changed for 2 reasons. 1, someone special come into their life.
They just
2,
they come
someone
and do
special
it.
left their life.
Or just because,
And the
like, I don't
picture,
know,
what
like,
is this
there's no other
picture?
reason. It's the candle that's changing because someone left them in
That's
a
not a
book.
candle.
Someone left them in a book.
That's not a candle.
What is it then? It's a ship in a jar? A stick with a ship in a jar?
It's a bobby pin.
And a jar. It's like a tiny little jar with something in it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Blue liquid. Blue unidentifiable liquid. Somebody please tell us
Depressed, earphone in, volume up, and ignore the world. That's me.
what that is. And me, and I'm just a normal person?
Depressed. Period. Not question mark. I'm the simple person who hides 1,000 feelings behind his happiest smile. And there's a picture of a girl. Behind his happiest smile. But I never know. That could be a guy with makeup on.
Just
With
a
good
simple
eyebrows?
person who hides 1,000 feelings behind his happiest smile. That's just the first thing I thought when you said that one.
A difference between you and I is
They have totally different letters.
you ignore my texts. And
I-
I ignore other texts to reply to you first. Dang. You're both rude.
You ignore texts.
No, you're both normal people who have phones.
And I ignore texts, so therefore we're the same person.
Silence is better than unnecessary drama.
I
Unless
can
you really
agree
want to
with
catch
that.
these hands.
Unless you like that kind of thing.
Oh, why did they put a quote with a minion?
At least it's a cute minion.
I didn't look for minion memes. Hope.
Hope is where the heart is.
Never lose hope. Just when you think it's over, God sends a miracle.
Wait, did I just say hope is where the heart is?
In the form of a minion.
With a grass hat on.
A Hawaiian minion.
With a fanny pack and a grass hat.
That's not a fanny
That
pack.
is a fanny pack.
Oh, and a cup holder.
And a cup holder, like a cup sling that goes around the shoulder.
she is just
No, she is just awesome.
She is just awesome. What is this? What is it supposed to say? The queenship is defined by design. Ooh, let's look at the page. No, I hate this already.
It's literally just like the same thing.
Like in 5 seconds. I already liked in 5 seconds. If you're my mother, it's the biggest blessing of my life. Let's not.
They really love their mom. That's nice.
It's a baby. A baby runs this
literally.
page. That's why all of it's like misspelled and stuff. It's because it's like literally like a
baby.
5-month-old on their mom's phone like
What have babies come to?
some
these
stars
days?
stay alone in the corner of the sky. Forever.
Oh my gosh. That's so like rude.
Sad but true. Cheater are always happy. Only those who loved, truly, and dying daily. Whoa! What does that mean?
I don't know, but I really didn't like it. It sounded way too ominous
Let's
for
look
me.
at the comments. Wow, great, amazing. Oh my gosh, they're commenting on their own post.
They follow their
And then
own
someone
post.
actually commented, not sure about that. Cheaters are filled with anger, jealousy, paranoia, lack, blame, and entitlement. The ones that truly love have the ability, after their heart heals, are able to fully love again.
I'm so glad they're filled with lack.
And then this other page, like, which is probably a bot, replied, amaze.
Amaze.
Rev, heart. Keep sharing with your friends. Yes, I agree with you. These are definitely bots. Great. Keep posting amazing content. Oh, I think these same people who run that page run this page. Must follow at Tear Tales. I love how they comment that. Oh my gosh. My problem? Once I get attached to someone, my mood starts to depend on how that person treats me. I notice everything. Every small things.
Every small things. Every single small things.
When I care, I don't leave. Once I leave, I don't care.
I take that one. I take that one personally.
Dang. Then, every morning, my day started with your message and ended with your call. But now, my day starts with hope and ends with tears.
Wow!
My day starts with tears and ends with tears, so...
Mine starts with me waking up and ends with me eventually falling asleep.
Me at 1 a.m. Go to sleep. Do study. Watch Netflix. All of those are, like, crossed out.
Sorry, I have something to do later.
Imagine someone moments, which will never happen in my life.
Oh, I feel that.
Okay. There's a giant statue of Jesus in Poland that distributes Wi-Fi to nearby towns.
Well,
Oh my gosh, please. Imagine coming home, but your home isn't there anymore. And it's this picture of like a sad squirrel looking
chipmunk, groundhog.
groundhog, I think, looking at a tree stump that got cut down.
So
That's
sad.
sad. This is how they X-ray babies. It's like a baby squished in a little tube.
Baby tube.
Okay, hack DIYs. I think these are all videos. Oh, let's see. Is she putting cornflakes on her?
No, that's peanut butter. It's like the baby with the peanut butter on his face.
Oh my gosh, does it feel good?
Ah.
Okay, wait. What is this? Face feeling dry and dull? Yes.
Whoa.
Flax seeds.
Flaxseed.
Okay.
Why? Why?
Or
Ooh,
milk and honey.
Putting milk in a face mask always smells so bad. It's disgusting. I've done it before. It's so gross.
That looks like some yummy, yummy cereal. A tasty treat. A snack. And then you squish it on your face.
And it doesn't stay.
It's not gonna stick. And then you shrug and leave it for 15 minutes. And then you peel it off with a spoon and eat it. Mmm.
I feel like this doesn't work.
Say hello to smooth and hydrated. I need to do that on my hands. My hands were really dry today.
Ooh, let's yellow teeth. Oh, that's me. Girl, what is happening? I'm so confused. Oh, different ways to use baking soda.
Take parchment paper. Add toothpaste. Add baking soda. Spread evenly.
Girl, you
just
just
with
pushed
your
it all
finger.
off.
Now stick to your mouth, and you will look like you just
I
came
wanna
from the
try this.
orthodontist.
I kind of want to try this, though.
Yummy.
I kind of don't think it works.
No, and then you put your retainer on top of it.
The way we both look at
I
each
feel
other.
this one. And water.
Dark and water. Oh yeah, sorry for people who are listening. This is probably pretty boring. We need to give some good commentary. Girl, that looks like my armpit when I put on too much deodorant.
Let's sit for 4 minutes and do a little dance.
We should see if that works. I feel like that's a good one to test.
Bad breath.
Oh, create a mouthwash with baking soda and water. Everyone does this.
I don't. I don't use mouthwash. I should.
It tastes so bad though. Baking soda is spicy. If I wasn't too scared of ruining my jewelry, I might try this. Ew. Ew, what does that have on it? That's crusty. Girl, I think they just put paint in that water and they got a new chain.
Probably.
Oh.
Self-tanner stains.
An egg bigger than before.
Oh, I know how to bigger an egg. You put vinegar in
Yeah.
and then you put the eggs in.
Why is
Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. I was like, why is the egg floating? It was just demonstrating.
These are egg hacks.
Vinegar. This is how you grow an egg. And then you get a super plump vinegary egg. And then you can put food coloring in the thing and color it different colors. It's very cool.
And then a baby pops out of the egg. Ew.
You better hope not yet. Wait, why are they putting
maple syrup in an egg?
No, they're putting the egg in maple syrup. It shrinks again.
Why would you do that?
So now you have a maple flavored egg. And you put food coloring in.
I'm so confused.
It's gonna turn blue.
I'm literally so lost. Why?
Why would you do this? I don't know. But you can't even eat it at this point.
I mean, you can.
Except you can't. Bigger
Why?
than before.
Okay,
why
are
do you
these
want to
people-
grow an
They're
egg?
so motivated to make these eggs bigger, but they're still not edible.
You literally can't eat those big eggs.
Ooh, a Barbie lipstick hack. To all the
Okay.
fathers with daughters under the age of 10. Dang, we can't show this to daddy.
Mm.
Dang it.
But he's got Ben. He's not 10 yet.
To make your little princess see you as the best father ever. Ben, where are
Wow! Some straws. You glue them together and you make a
a cup.
a cup.
A cup.
And it actually can hold stuff. Or at least so we've been told. Take a crayon.
It's a pencil. It's the end of a pencil.
Sorry. You take a little tube from the end of a pen. And then you stick the pencil into the thing. And then you have a lipstick container. And you're gonna go draw on your Barbie. Yeah, like anyone's gonna do that. Not anyone's smart. Oh, you don't actually draw on them.
Okay.
Lame. Oh my gosh! No, you are...
Wait.
I'm so confused.
Why
What
did
is
they
going
empty
on
out
here?
a pill?
Okay.
Okay. What's happening? Soap.
You make a little soap thing. Oh, I thought you were cutting off their leg.
This is me.
Trying to.
Why are you hot gluing?
They're making shoes. They're putting it all over.
That's a really bad shoe.
That's a really ugly shoe. What is this? Ew. Oh, I could never. Girl, get yourself some better shoes.
For sure.
No.
What is going on? Oh, that's hideous and takes way too long. Why would I ever spend that much time?
If they were red, they would look like Santa boots.
Who has this kind of time?
Oh, they're ice skates. They're still ugly. But
I don't care.
Skates.
Who has this kind of time?
No one.
Who had
All
time
the fathers.
to animate this?
All the fathers with daughters.
I just want to know why it started like that.
All the fathers with daughters under the age of 10. That's who has time for this. Let's see.
Okay, the end
A
of
spear that got stabbed into someone.
No, you stab it into a little thing, and then you color it black. Stab it into a bead, color it black. And now you have...
Perfume?
Yes.
Nail
Nail
polish.
polish.
I feel like that doesn't look like nail polish.
It doesn't, though. Considering we didn't know what it was, and we are very smart people. A zipper with little things. And then another little thing to go on your zipper. What is happening? That is sequins. Okay.
A backpack.
Why don't you... If you want to get a backpack, just go buy it. Who's going to have that much hot glue on their hands?
Imagine if we did this but human size.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I kind of hate these. Let's try another page. Life hacks. Oh, these are all in German. Dang it. 1 minute craft instead of 5 minute crafts.
Didn't we look at that?
No. Oh my gosh, this is a kid pooping out a lollipop?
Huh?
Need help.
He definitely needs help.
This kid needs help. No! No! What? Oh, wait. I have to run that back for me. Dang, that's a...
I will never get that out of my mind.
Ooh, that's a dirty... Ooh. Cleaning stuff.
We like that, but how does that help us with our
Ooh.
crafts?
No, it doesn't.
I know, but it said it was gonna.
It's
It says
1
1
minute
minute
craft.
crafts. Or is it just 1 minute of wasting my time looking at these crafts? I don't know what's going on here, but like they're drawing some nice squares. Tasty. Tasty squares. Ooh.
Oh, here. This man. He's taking a jog. He's taking a jog. Look at him.
No,
look at him
he's
go. Look at him go.
running.
No. No. What?
I thought he was gonna fall off and hit
I
his
did too.
janitor.
Dang.
I hoped.
These people in the background walking. This man's running. This is me getting to class. As opposed to my friends walking.
That man is like a professional sprinter.
Yeah, I think he is. Ooh, what's this?
Oh my gosh!
Ew. Oh no, I can't do that. An ant.
And a bubble. They're going to suck the liquid out of that bubble.
What is this?
Tasty.
Do you think they're all gonna get stuck? Do you think it's like ant gel or something?
No, I mean they're
Oh no, they're moving
from
away
it.
with it. Is it Jello?
I have literally no idea. Is it gonna all be gone? Is that like the point?
Oh, they're turning blue in the back.
Or were they blue before?
No. I think they weren't blue before.
Oh my gosh, that one's... Yeah, you see them puffing up.
Ooh!
That's disgusting.
I never knew that ants could do that. Let's take a peek. This would bother me. Like having nails like that. Okay, one last one of watching people cut open honeycomb. I don't understand why people are like, honeycomb is so satisfying. It's
It
actually...
looks delicious.
He
What?
just ate the bee! Watch it. Watch it. He ate a bee.
I missed it.
No. Watch. He ate a bee! Okay, Okay. I think that's where we're gonna end this podcast because I do not have the patience to watch another man eat a bee.
Not another one.
Anyway, that's
Intentionally eating a bee.
it. He didn't. I don't even think he noticed it was there. Though is the problem.
Oh no, then that's fine. If he didn't do it on purpose, it's not his fault.
My problem is not with the bee. My problem is the fact that it probably stung him on the way down. Imagine that.
Maybe it stung him on the way out.
Imagine that. That would be so uncomfortable. Oh.
That's burning. Okay, I'm leaving. Bye.
Okay, bye. So yeah,
That clearly is not good.
that's the end of the pod. My dad is burning some food downstairs. Huh? Yeah, my dad is burning some food downstairs. So, yeah, that's the end of this pod. Sorry for those of you who aren't very interested by the second half of it. It's kind of just me and Bella saying stuff. The video is gonna be up on YouTube. So yeah,